Hello friends, welcome back to Info Extract VBA training part 2. So in the initial first part I have given you the introduction that how to record macros and how to run it and how helpful it is. Now we will move a bit advanced level where I can show you the IDE. IDE is the Visual Basic IDE which helps you to automate your environment. Okay, so this Excel VBA will help you to automate your existing environment and also help you to create a powerful programming using VBA scripting. So let's take an take a look at the Visual Basic IDE. So basically Visual Basic IDE can be reachable by this developer tab, and here is the Visual Basic button. Or if you see that when I am hovering the mouse, it shows me a tooltip saying Alt F11. So both the way you can reach and see the IDE. So this is Visual Basic IDE. If you see that this window is not as customized, this window is completely customized based on my work. However, the default window looks something like this. I will show you that, but let's take a step by step and understand that what exactly this IDE and how it helps you to write your code and run it. So the very first thing which is in the Visual Basic Studio is the Project Explorer. So the Project Explorer has 3 buttons there, okay, where you can toggle your buttons, folders. See, the folders are toggling. And the second is the view code. With the help of this, wherever you are, you can see the code in that. This is a tree-based hierarchy where it shows the actual object, Excel object hierarchy. Now the second window which we will understand is the property window. Property window shows you the properties of the selected objects. So these are the objects over here. So if I'm selecting module 1, so see, the name is the property, and you can change the name of whatever, my first VBA, and change it. So now if you see that the name of the module has been changed. So basically this is a module, this is an Excel object where we have one sheet, and this workbook is a global workbook. Okay, one workbook can have multiple sheets, so this workbook will remain always one, but sheets can be incremented or decremented. So let's see that I'm inserting another sheet, sheet 2, and now go back to the IDE, and if you see, the sheet 2 is being introduced here. So automatically this Project Explorer gets changed based on the Excel structure, the current workbook you are working on. Now if I'm selecting sheet 2, see the properties of the sheet 2, it shows the name of the sheet is sheet 2, and what all are the necessary informations are there, it is visible there. The right side window is the code window, which is actually a module window. This is our module. We can insert or we can put many modules, n number of modules based on our need, and automate the environment. So the next level of understanding on the module part we will take in third part in our session. So for now we need to understand IDE, so let's focus on these buttons. So here are the buttons. So the very first button which is completely vice versa of the Visual Basic IDE, Alt F11. If you click on this Excel menu button, it will take you back to the Excel design. So this is our design view, and this is our coding environment. The second is that it allows you to insert the modules, forms, and procedures. So as I told you that this is our module where you can write the code. I will take you through the advanced level training, how to use these and how to implement these in our VBA sessions. Next is save, then cut, copy, paste, and find. These are the standard one that we can perform the finding the code or replacing the code and all. Here undo and redo buttons are there. This is main important button, which is F5. F5 or run. This is basically helps you to run your macro. So this is our macro, and if you see, I simply delete this here, and this macro is being recorded to copy paste this here. So let's go there, put the cursor inside the code and say run. Now go back and see, it is being copy pasted. Macro has been executed successfully. So this is a break. If you want to break your code between somewhere in the execution of code, you can hit the break. This is fully reset or stop. You can stop your running macro. So suppose you have a very long macro which is performing thousands of operations, and it takes 10 to 20 minutes, and sometimes you are in a hurry, or some system resources are not responding, so you can stop your macro working with the help of this. This is design mode. Design mode helps you to put the controls over the worksheet. So here are the design mode, and the controls you can insert here. See, buttons, combo box, checkbox, etc. I will take you through them in an advanced level. Now the next is the project explorer, which is there. It's a shortcut. This is the property window, which is here, and this is the object browser. So object browser helps you to understand the hierarchy, that what all are the objects available in the Excel, the functions, methods. If you see that list of classes and functions, methods are available, click on any one, and it will give you the sub level of objects, and in that you can explore. So see this adjustment, it has sub level of properties and items, account, creator and all. So if you are a good programmer, then you can understand with the help of understanding this structure, that what class, what objects expose and has what. Then it's simply the line number and column number. So it is giving you the information that where the currently your cursor is positioned now within the code block. So this is your code block, and it says that you are in at line 9 and the column 19. The next is a list properties methods. So it says that the selection. So basically it represents the dot like. So the selection can have these many methods. Oh, sorry, this method can have these many methods. So you can pull those methods from this. So basically the same thing comes with the help of dot also. So if I say active workbook or active cell, then I put the dot, the same thing comes, the dot like. And the list of constants, so you can get the list of constants if you have defined any. In our case there is no constant, so it's not showing anything. Quick info, you can get the quick info about anything, whatever you select. So see, if you are saying I have clicked on range, so it says that how the range object is built. It takes 2 parameters, cell 1, cell 2, and returns a cell type. Parameter info, so if you have any method which takes parameters, so it will tell you that what are the parameters it takes. Complete word, so the shortcut for completing the word is control space. So suppose I am writing here active work, that's it. And now if I say control word, so it will automatically complete the words. These are the indents. You can align your code back, right, whatever, all the same you can achieve with the help of tab. And it's a out indent which you can achieve by shift tab. This is toggle breakpoint. So you can ask control to stop your breakpoints. Toggle your breakpoints if you have any breakpoints. So breakpoint can be inserted in the debug, and you can put the breakpoint from there. Currently it's right click, and breakpoints are not coming in this environment, so you can press here. If you see this left side bar where you can put the breakpoints, so the line has been red shaded. It means that when your code start executing, it will break here. So let's see that how it works. Run your code, and if you see this line is being highlighted, it means that it is in break mode. Now you can see your output or whatever, that what has happened there, and go back in that and you can debug through. So how debugging works we will see later. The same thing, coming back to the breakpoint toggling. So again, if you want to remove this, click on here, click on here, click on here. So the break inserts. You can insert n number of breakpoints in your code by hitting this. Wherever you want to analyze your code, just hit the breakpoint and the code will start stopping those steps. See, next is the comment. If you want to comment, the comment you can write anything about your macro or what it does. So comment starts with a single apostrophe, and in that within that you can write your comment like, this is my first test macro. So what exactly the comment is, it when the code runs, it will ignore this part. It is just for the developer reference. Similar way you can undo the comment. Now let's see what all are there. This is, if you see the drop down, the first drop down the first drop down basically where it is showing general, it's a collection or drop down where it contains your all the objects like combo box, text box, or what all are the main objects, and this one, the right side, contains your actual properties of those objects. So we will see them in a later one. The toggle breakpoint, so bookmarks and all these are not required actually. So I hope you have enjoyed this video and learn a bit on the more on the VBA basics side, understanding the IDE structure, and we will cover the next advanced level in part 3. If you want to learn more, then you can visit our official sites at www.infoextract.in or www.blogs.infoextract.in. You will get other videos. Thanks for watching.